In today's video, we're going to talk about identifying different inverses. Um, so the first inverse is, what's the inverse of multiplication? Division. What's the inverse of addition? Is subtraction. What's the inverse of division? It's multiplication. For exponents, it's going to be square root, right? And for square root, it's going to be squaring, right? And squaring is, raising anything to the second power, right? That's that squaring, right? And so, yeah, so exponents and square roots, those are the inverse of each other, right? Those are the opposite actants. Let's do a couple of problems. So, in this problem, we're taking the square root of x and adding 5 to it, right? So, oh, I'm a little smaller. All right, so square root of x plus 5 equals 30. All right, so if you guys remember, I like to have my students circle the unknown and then do everything outside the circle. So what's the inverse of plus 5? The inverse of plus 5 is minus 5. 30 minus 5 is 25. Square root x equals 25. Well, what's the opposite of square root? Squaring. So I'm going to like that, right? Take out my calculator. X equals, if you wanted to, I would take 25 squared, and then I'm just going to go grab my calculator. X equals 625. Excellent. Okay, x squared plus 5 equals 30. All right, so same deal, right? We write it out. X squared plus 5 equals 30. Circle my unknown. So now I have to isolate, do what's outside. So I got to take minus 5. Notice how I do it on both sides. And please really take your time showing your work on this. It's not a lot of problems today, so show your work. 25 x squared equals 25. Take the square root, take the square root, right? These cancel out. And so you're left with x equals square root of 25, which is 5. Okay? All right, last problem, which is a little harder. It's x squared plus 8 squared plus 5 equals 30. Now, this is a little more difficult because you have a parentheses with your variable. And we're going to do a lot of these types of problems this week. So you're going to actually put this whole thing in your little circle because you have to do everything outside of it first. Plus 5 equals 30. So I'm not even going to look at this stuff yet because I got to get rid of this. So I'm going to minus 5 on both sides because that's the inverse. This cancels. 30 minus 5 is equal to 25. And I have x plus 8 squared equals 25. Okay? Now I'm also going to clear this because I need to put it up here so I have more room. X plus 8 squared equals 25. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use reverse PEMDAS. So PEMDAS, right, is our order of operations, and I'm writing it here because I know I'm going to have to erase everything. And so we usually go like this, right? But now what we're going to do is going to go like this. We're going to go backwards. Um, so we don't have subtraction. We do have addition, but it happens inside the parentheses. So we have to get rid of the parentheses first. So we have exponents. So we're going to take the square root first. So we're going to square root this on both sides. Because we want to the peel layer like it's layers of an onion. You want to just peel that onion, so you got to go from the outside in. So the squared gets rid of this. Square root of 25 is 5. X plus 8, and then you minus 8, right, on both sides. And so our final answer is x equals -3. All right, so complete the problems and submit, and that's the activity for today. All right, best of luck. Bye bye.